Welcome back to another episode of Caricature Speedpainting with Marcus. Today's episode is a painting of Tim Lincecum. He's one of the pitchers for the San Francisco Giants. This painting took me about an hour and 50 minutes to complete. I painted it using Photoshop CS6. I painted it on a Wacom Cintiq 20 UX. So, I'm painting Tim because the Giants are in the World Series again. It's pretty exciting. He's got a really great face. I painted Tim before. If you're interested in checking it out, you can find it on my blog or DeviantArt website, Facebook. It'll all be linked at the end of this video. I'm going to be selling prints of this painting, so if you're interested, you can send me an email and I will give you my PayPal info. You can give me your address and I will print one out and send it to you. So it's been a pretty long time since I did one of these speed painting things, and I think every time I say I'd like to do more of them, I like to do 2 times a week, which doesn't happen. But hopefully eventually it does. You know, I really like doing this, and I'm sure a lot of you guys like to watch my painting process. So, once again I'm going to say, hopefully I can do this a lot more often. More people that subscribe and comment, you know, just kind of gives me more motivation, because I know people are watching it. So, if you like this video, share it with your friends, and it'll definitely give me more motivation to keep doing more paintings. Give me suggestions of who I should paint next. Like, another Giants guy, or if you've seen my other paintings, I did a lot of like StarCraft people. I have a lot of musicians that I want to paint. So if you have a favorite musician, just give me suggestions. You know, it's good if it's somebody famous, and it's really good if it's somebody that has a really big following, someone I can contact on like a social site like Facebook or Twitter, and if they can share my video after I'm done painting it, that would be the best possibility. But yeah, the reason I haven't done a video in almost a year is because I was back in Korea doing some work over there, and I was just super busy. So I'm back in the States now, so hopefully I can do a lot more of these paintings. I still feel like my YouTube channel is pretty new, even though I've got 16 or 17 paintings on there. You know, I don't have a lot of experience making videos, so if you guys have any suggestions about the videos or ways to make my channel better, please leave me some suggestions. Do you guys prefer a longer video, like 10 minutes with a little bit slower sped up, or do you want it really fast, 3 minutes, somewhere in between, like 5 minutes? This video is actually sped up about 2,000%. I can speed it up more than that though. I guess I could start talking about random stuff again. I recently just went to Universal Studios for the Halloween Horror Nights event. It was really fun. They had Silent Hill themed stuff, The Walking Dead, La Llorona, some Spanish thing, some other stuff. One of the things that was really cool to go to was Bill and Ted's Excellent Halloween Adventure. It was like this big performance with a bunch of dancers, and they're parodying a lot of current event stuff, like the election and, of course, Justin Bieber. A bunch of movies like The Hunger Games and John Carter of Mars. It was just really fun. But yeah, the haunted house type maze things at Universal Studios is really cool. There's one, if you've ever been to Universal Studios Hollywood, there's the Star Tours, or the tram ride, where you kind of drive around the sets of the movies, and they dressed them up like this zombie apocalypse type thing. And instead of driving through it, they stop right before they open the doors, and everybody has to get out and walk through this, path where they have a bunch of people painted up like zombies. And I guess they had the actual makeup artist from The Walking Dead do the makeup for these zombie actors, and it was really great. They're always jumping at you, reaching at you. They're not allowed to touch you though. I bet if they touch somebody, then they get punched. So looks like the painting's over. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Share with your friends. Follow me on all my pages: DeviantArt, Blogger, Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, Google+, and email me if you want to get a print. Alright, thanks. Bye.